Hello everybody, this is Lila in Hawaii. I'm doing some slow stitching this afternoon and I thought I should just take some pictures of what I'm doing because I'm doing some monograms at the moment, and I don't profess to be an expert on monograms or anything, and I used to try and follow a pattern for making a monogram like this with satin stitch, where you draw, P for Paris in this case, and do monogram stitch, which is satin stitch outlined by usually a back stitch. And I thought, I don't know, sometimes I like it, it depends what it's on, but generally no. And then I've got another slow stitching item here that I thought I'd show you too. It's an old tea towel and it had a tear here, so I slow stitched that. And I didn't put a P on this one, P for Paris of course, but on a lot of them I do. And right now I'm doing a new collection, so I thought, since I'm here and since I've got the camera, I thought I would draw another monogram. I just did one this afternoon. I did this one. Is that upside down? Oh no, it's alright. And it's on some French linen. In fact, it was an old linen table runner that I had bought in France, so I've used it over the last year, I might say. And it's got some beautiful hem stitching along there. And I thought I would show you how I do a monogram like this. This one is just totally freehand, but I have a couple of tricks, and if you like to embroider monograms, I thought I would show you what I do. So I've got my piece of linen, and with the beautiful hem stitching up there, and I've got a piece of iron-on interfacing. Well, I can't even see where I ironed it on. I hope I'm doing it on the right side. It's on the back. Yep, there's a square of iron-on interfacing on the back. Kind of hard to see it. And then my trick is, when I'm drawing a monogram, is I use a red pen. That way, when I outline it, the red sort of disappears into the stitchery. And so I started this one, and it's going to be a P again for Paris. I've done this much. I want to make sure it's not on something lumpy under there. Okay, so there. And then I just take the pen, and I just really do it how I like. I usually do that, like that. And then I, want to make some areas thicker, so I might do that. On this one, I made the top of the P thicker. This one is going to be like this, and then I'm going to make the stem of the P thicker. Let me see, how will I do that? I think I'll do it like that. And I like that. I think I'd like a little bit of thickness here as well, but this part is going to be much thicker. And then once I've done that, I can fiddle with it. I can make it a little thicker here. I can put a little, kind of like a little bulby thing on there. And on this part, the little curlicue that I made at the top, I think I'll do a little bulby thing as well. So that's the P. And then if I want to put some decoration, I usually make it simple. I put a stem with a couple of leaves and a little flower like that, and it could be anyway. So let's see, I think I'll make the stem of this one go under. It's going to go under there, and it's going to go over there, and I'll put a little leaf here, and maybe I'll put a little leaf here, and then I'll do another leaf there, and then here at the end I'll do 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's going to be where the flower is going to be on that one. So that's how I do it. And then after that, 2 strands of embroidery floss, and in this case red, and I'll outline all those lines pretty much. And I'll usually do, for the outline, I usually do a back stitch, and then I come in with a stem stitch, and I fill in like those thicker lines like that. And then these are little, the leaves are just one leaf buds, that's all. And then the same for the little flower that I'm doing. It's just, you know, one little leaf like that. But it makes, actually, when it's done, it's kind of pretty. And I like that on the white. And then I'm going to make a whole collection. This is part of it today. And it's going to be slow stitching. And this is actually going to be a sachet. And I'm going to do it, this one will probably be maybe a little bag, or it could be a book cover. And I'm going to do a heart and a pin cushion and needle case and just an assortment of things. And I may have mentioned before, but this took me 20 minutes. I was watching TV and I timed it. So, and I wasn't rushing. I did 2 strands of embroidery floss, and it took one yard length, and then I divided that into 2 strands each, so that was 3 lots. So I rethreaded the needle 3 times and made it, and then and so I'll show you what the back looks like. That's what the back looks like, and there you go. And I think it turns out as nice as anything that you could buy, and it's so simple. So there we go. And right now, as I say, I'm doing some more slow stitching. I like it, I like the slow stitching, and when it's washed, I don't know if you can tell, but when it's washed there's a bit of a difference. It sort of puckers up more, and the leaves, the stitches sort of gather up more, and to me it looks better. It gets, you know, it looks older, and it sort of has another look to it, another dimension. So I have a lot of those. I do that quite often, but I hadn't, you know, for a couple of months, so now I'm bound inside. I'm going to work on some more, and I've got one other little patch I just made. This is not slow stitched, but this is a little French patch, and this is going to be a little pin cushion. And I bought those little ladybugs in France, and I will put a little hand stitching on this, but it's basically just a square of French tea towel, and then I put on some trims and a bit of fringe. I wrote the word here on my sewing machine and put the little ladybug on, and that's it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Bye bye.